I was astonished to see this headline coming across the wire last night. Concerns rise, speaking of rising, elevator up, concerns rise that the Recall Gondek petition is being hijacked by provincial political interests. Oh yes, Calgary Live Wire in an article written by Darren Krause. This is their starter. So let's talk about that. Provincial political interests. Well, true enough. The city is in the province of Alberta, number one. Number two, this is a political protest. This is a petition holding the mayor accountable. So there are political interests, that's true. It's also not newsworthy. The attention grabber here is the claim that the petition is being hijacked. So, where does Darren Krause get his information? Enter one academic, Mount Royal University political scientist, Dwayne Bratt. So this claim that the petition is being hijacked, to hijack something means to pervert it from its intended destination, divert it. The petition is not being diverted, and those notarized signatures are going to be sent to City Hall, Calgary, probably through the city clerk and then on to the chief administrative officer. That is what's going to happen. There has been no hijacking of the petition. This is a ludicrous claim. Now, if Darren Krause had wanted to be a little more honest and accurate in his editorial, he would have said Mayor Jody Gondek claims, or that Mount Royal University academic claims that the petition is being hijacked. Let's talk about those provincial political interests. Dwayne Bratt put it out on Twitter that there is a group connected to Take Back Alberta known as Project YYC. And sure, they've stepped in to help. The language Mayor Jody Gondek has used is this is being coordinated, this is being organized, this is orchestrated, the article goes on to say. Well, that's the nature of political processes. They are organized, they are coordinated. If they're going to be successful, they need to be. What I find really interesting about this astonishing headline that came over the wire last night is that the body of the text written by Darren Krause doesn't mention the provincial, federal, and globalist political interests and ties of Jody Gondek. So, the political scientist, and that would be Dwayne Bratt, went on to say that because there are no particular rules governing funding of a petition, therefore, he implies, therefore there is big money behind this campaign. Well, it's true. We did make this really cool button, and we did make stickers, and we do have signs. So there's your alleged big money behind this campaign. Is Calgary Livewire ever going to mention the Jody Gondek $84 billion climate action boondoggle? There's big money. And then there's the city's $4 billion a year budget that's being used to send city workers to our sites where we have 4x8 wooden signs to have them taken down. So, you know what? Jody Gondek has some really big money behind her when it comes to obstructing this democratic process known as a petition. The best part is that Calgary Livewire, and I'm not sure what they were thinking, they've gone on to use language in the body of this article, partly quoting the professor, repeating his words, language like collusion, language like nefarious. Let me make something very clear. It's impossible for two parties to collude in a transparent, democratic, lawful process known as a petition. The word collusion connotes an unethical or illegal means or end. So the language is far-fetched, but they name two persons, and then they go on to repeat pure speculation by this professor. They said some things. It had something to do with a database. I'm not going to repeat it because I'm not going to publish or rebroadcast the potential slander set in motion by Calgary Livewire. I will close with this comment. They said some things. This idea of a conservative database being constructed from the petition sheets of the signatories. Let's say Elections Calgary, and by the way, Elections Calgary has provincial ties to Elections Alberta. This is not newsworthy. Let's say Elections Calgary decided to make a database out of the signatories. They're not going to do that. They're going to vet the sheets, they're going to count the valid signatures, and then they're going to shred the documents. But if they were to make a database, good luck in that being a conservative database, because this petition has attracted all demographics of all political stripes across the spectrum. People uniting to say we've had enough of Jody Gondek. Robert said.